Hello and welcome to the Plague Knight and Explodatorium tutorial. Before I get started, I just want to point out right now I have 5 blips of health. You should have 4. The reason that I have 5 is that I used a cheat code to get to this part of the game to do some more demonstrating. I deleted my save file, so I'm lazy. You should have 4. Alright, and I guess we'll just hop to it. This stage is one of the harder in the games without any relics. You'll notice I have the flare wand up there. That's again because of cheat codes. You're not going to have any relics to use, so I'm not going to be using any relics. Yeah. For this stage, most of the strats that are used in low percent are close to optimal, even if the main problem you're going to have learning the stage is that even the basic strats for the stage are kind of difficult because you have to keep moving at a steady pace to this level or the level itself will try to kill you. It's mean that way. And also, Plague Knight, he's mean too. He's a random boss, so I'll try my best. Alright, so start the screen, jump. Don't stop moving ever on these flames because you will get burned. Now, you can jump on this one right here if you want to, but you don't have to, you can just skip it. For this screen here, the rat down there is on somewhat of a timer. He moves back and forth. If you move as fast as possible, like left, and then you get here, and then you go right over here, as fast as you can. There are a lot of different ways you can go through this. The main point is you don't want to interact with the rat. It's not worth your time. The automatic response that the rats have in this game is if you walk at them, they just jump. So don't jump when you're near them. They'll jump over you. I would recommend just cutting this and walking under. And then moving on to this screen. This screen is super tricky. And there's really only one way to get through it quickly in a reliable way. You can always just approach the screen at your own pace. But the quick way, it's going to take a little bit of practice. So I'm going to restart just so that everything is on the right cycle. So you need to start off by cutting this rat, pogoing this rat, and chilling for a little bit here. When you get here, you have to just stop for a little bit. And that's because the bird that drops the potion up there, you want to catch his cycle at a specific point. So it looks kind of like this. Oh, well, I can't recreate it exactly, but I'll try. You hang out, and then you go. Just keep running, and then you pogo over here. See, I went too slow there. And then just get over here and move on. For this screen, you just want to pogo this guy and then move back over here because he explodes. And then after that, go down here. Stay away from the exploding rats. Cut this guy twice and then pogo him. And just hop on top of this and wait. Pogo the ghosts and wait and jump up here. Now there's a whole bunch of difficult strats you can do for this screen, and it's all based on how fast you got to the screen because the screen's on a cycle. And what I just did there is what I'd recommend you always do. If for some reason you don't get positioning correct to do that, that's fine. Just kill the ghost and just proceed through these, like normal. Just walk on them. No big deal. But jumping on the ghost and walking on the top of the platforms up there, that's the easiest, I would say. Least chance of dying to spikes. Once you're here, make sure you grab the food, and then move on. For this screen, just hold forward, pogo this rat, and it'll put you up here. After that, jump off and keep running. The rat will jump over you if you do it fast enough, and then just try your best to pogo over here without dying, really. There's a lot of tough strats you can do to go faster there, but your main concern on this entire screen is don't die. And just kill this guy. Make sure you get the save point. This screen is the hardest screen in the level, and you basically just come up to this guy and mash jump and attack and hold forward. Try not to get hit. Once he transforms, just pogo him. You don't want to mess with him. He does a lot of damage. There's definitely methods to kill him faster, for sure, but that's the method to do so you don't die. On this screen, just hold forward, Trying to don't get hit by this fire. Just jump over. Wait, and jump over. Climb the ladder. Hang out by this duck knight. Oops. Just jump over here. Just kind of proceed what seems logical. If there's no fire, move. If not, make sure you kill this ghost, and then just hop through those. Once you're up here, there's some food here. Kill the first ghost. Lure the second one up here. Just keep cutting. He'll probably hit you at least once. It's fine. And then just go down these as best you can. There's plenty of strats for this screen to go like way faster, but they're all tricky and dangerous. So my goal is to get you through here alive. Just jump at the last point you can on that screen, so you can make it to the make it to this platform right here. And then if you end up falling in here, you'll probably get cut by the little ghost. So you want to jump from up there all the way over to here and just keep running. If it's right behind you, you should probably hop, because it's probably going to swing at you. And just keep moving. If at this point in the level you need some health, there is health right over here. This level is pretty good at giving you ample amounts of health, because there's so many things that damage you. Once you're here, you just want to kind of cut these any way that works. If you get a ghost on your tail, just cut it. Just cut all this, hop this ladder and grab the top, and then just cut and proceed. And just try your best not to ever stop moving here. You can cut this purple thing as you're jumping, cut the ghost, then just kind of chill. Turn left when you're jumping up here, just in case you get hit by a bomb. You'll damage boost onto the platform instead of away from the platform. And that'll be very helpful. Now, pre-boss fight. There's some health here if you need it. You're probably going to need it. And some magic, which is irrelevant to us. Now, for this boss fight, you're going to come up with your own method for it for sure, because he's a random boss. He's random with difficult patterns. He's not entirely random, but he does pick a random pattern based on where you're standing when the fight starts. You can manipulate where you're standing when the fight starts on this screen. If you jump from here all the way as far out to the right as possible, you'll land on the right side of the screen, and he'll start the fight by jumping right. If you fall off this ledge and hold left, you'll fall down and towards the left, and you'll start this fight on the left side of the screen, so Plague Knight will jump towards the left. That's what I prefer. So my advice to you is really just try not to get hit by his bombs, and try to hit his bombs back. That's the best advice I can give. That'll do the most damage, and you'll take the least amount of damage. Just try to dodge and hit them back. But just for the sake of showing what's possible, I'll show what I usually do here. Now I hold left so that I start the fight on the left side of the screen. And once I skip the text, I just jump twice, and because I'm standing here on the left side of the screen, he will always pick one of two patterns to start the fight with. So based on that, I'll proceed through the fight. But like I said, you should really concentrate on just hitting the bombs back and not getting hit. That's how I approach the fight, but that's because I've played this game way too much and I've memorized the patterns that he will pick. As you can see, hitting bombs back at him is much faster than just cutting him normally. And with that, after you're done with the stage, you will spawn Reese, the guy right here that's below me. And, such as in this case, if he is beneath you on the map, blocking your way to Treasure Knight, ideally you want to go from Plague Knight to Treasure Knight because it's the least amount of movement collectively. However, if he's blocking you like he is right now, instead of interacting with him, you're better off just going to Lost City. If you go to Lost City instead of Treasure Knight, you're going to need to reflect that in your splits. So probably what you're going to do is skip your split that you would normally use for Treasure Knight, And then you're also going to have to skip your split that was intended for... You're going to have to skip your next 2 splits, basically, if you opt to go to Mole Knight instead, which is what I would recommend. It'll just save you a lot of time. Under no circumstances should you ever enter the armor outpost to try to get Reese to move out the way, because as soon as you leave the armor outpost, you will spawn another RNG character to deal with, so don't ever do that. Your options are really interact with him or move on to Mole Knight instead. But I would recommend going to Mole Knight in this scenario. But for the sake of the tutorial, I'm going to go into the city, make him move, and then continue on with Treasure Knight, because that's the best possible order. And I'll see you in the next one.